Hey everyone, Dr. Barrett, Barrett Life Center. A through Z vitamin day. We're going to talk digestive enzymes. I don't know if that's a E or a D for you, but enzymes. How do you use them? What are they for? Well, if you remember that commercial, Tide, I think did it. It was a laundry detergent. Proteins get out proteins. Remember that? It was a commercial. Proteins get out proteins. It's enzymes. Enzymes are based on proteins. And what they do is they break down, there's different enzymes for different foods that you eat in your body, right? There's enzymes for fat, there's enzymes for sugar, there's enzymes for proteins. But mostly we are concerned here with the protein enzymes. You can, just for a matter of discussion, people who have lactose intolerance, you can take lactase, the enzyme that breaks down lactose, the sugar in milk, and people who are lactose intolerant because they don't make lactase, the enzyme, if you take that enzyme as a capsule supplement with your pizza, eating cheese, or with your milk, you will break it down, you will be fine. It's kind of a hassle. People who have it don't generally do this, but it's possible. People do that. So here, though, our main focus of these enzymes is really, we use them in musculoskeletal injuries because the damaged tissue is protein mainly. So it's the same process. I hate to say it like this, but you eat a steak. If you eat animal tissue, your body's got to break that down. Your pancreas makes these enzymes to break down that tissue. Now your body has to do so because you strained your bicep or whatever. You pulled your calf muscle. Your body's got to heal that. It uses the same enzyme to do that. You can take them, you can swallow them and scoot it right along. So we think about this, like I get, muscle strain, snowmobiling, I get kind of a tennis elbow thing riding the curves up in Wisconsin. And this thing gets really inflamed right here. Dang it, you can't hardly adjust, people. It really is a pain in the butt. And you can put a wrap on a tennis elbow or whatever. But what I do, instead of taking ibuprofen, which people think they got inflammation, you take ibuprofen. If you got inflammation, well, that means your body's trying to heal something. Well, let's get it through to fruition. Let's get on the other side of the inflammation. Let's not fight it. Let's not anti-inflame it. Inflaming is your body healing. Let's not anti that. Don't take ibuprofen and things that anti-inflame. That's anti-healing. What we want to do is get on the other side of it. That's what these are for. These are enzymes that do that. They're mainly protein enzymes, and you just take them a few times a day. You use these symptomatically. These are not things you take every day. You just use that. I use that instead of, ibuprofen or something like that. I just want to get better. I don't need to cover up the pain and stop the healing process. I need to get healed and get better. I'm going to be done with this, and that gets me through it quickly. Second to that, two other things. So these are where people have digestive issues, where your GI tract isn't digesting food properly, and those enzymes are slightly different. They're a multi-mix of things I already talked about, lactose. So there's sugar enzymes, there are fat enzymes, and protein enzymes in that. That's how we do that. And this one actually comes with hydrochloric acid in it to help you break down the food. People think that they have too much acid all the time. Mostly people have not enough acid. So this is for people who have difficulty, sensitivity to foods. They get upset stomach, and use enzymes with your food to supplement how your pancreas puts out enzymes to digest it. So that's how that one is used. And lastly, there's one specifically made for people who have had their gallbladder removed. Once your gallbladder is removed, your gallbladder's job is to concentrate bile. Your liver always spits out bile all the time. Your gallbladder then concentrates it 10 to 100 times, and what that does is it emulsifies fat. By emulsify fat, I use another commercial analogy, Dawn dishwashing liquid. You remember they do this, they put grease in the sink and you squirt a little Dawn in there and the grease immediately emulsifies. That's what bile does to the grease or fat when you eat it. But if you have your gallbladder removed, the bile is no longer concentrated, and nor is it coming in when you need it. When you eat food, there's a stretch reflex in your stomach, and your gallbladder goes, whoop, there's food there, and squirts out the concentrated bile. When you've had your gallbladder removed, you can't do that. It's just dripping in there all the time. So whether you eat food or not, the bile is just dripping in your GI tract. So if you eat a greasy pizza or a bloomin' onion, you got no more bile than you did 10 minutes before or 10 minutes after. So it's kind of goofy. I get it. You got to remove it or you got stones, but it kind of cripples people in that. They got to be very, very careful about the fat state. Well, one way around that is to have digestive enzymes that act as bile for you. So if you know you're going to eat a pizza, we'll have those things around and we'll break down the fat for you so you don't get all gassy for you. Is it going to kill you to eat it without it? No, but it makes it easier for you. So it's kind of like the people with lactose intolerance. You can take a lactase enzymes, as a capsule with your milk sugar, or you can take a gallbladder version of bile to break down your fat for you. So sorry, this one was kind of long because we had to cover quite a bit of ground on enzymes. So anyway, Dr. Barrett, Vibrant Life Center, another A through Z supplement story for you. We'll talk to you soon.